How did Leland Tyler Wayne go from dropping out of Morehouse College to becoming one of the greatest influential rap producers of all time? And better yet, how can you? In this video, we'll show you how Metro Boomin's production became so goated that it made Kanye West swallow his own pride and do something he had never done before in front of an audience of 20,000 screaming fans.
I think I might think because I'm a celebrity or I made money in rap that this shit is easy to do.
Because if you can understand what made Kanye West do this, then you'll understand the one skill that all super producers have in common. Just join the Illuminati. Yeah, I'm just joking, but the Boominati Pyramid is a great way for you to understand how Metro Boomin became a #1 producer.
Whatever you trying to do, make sure that every single day of your life, you do something working towards that. No day off at all.
I had a chance to interview Metro Boomin, and I learned these gems that helped Metro get to that super producer status. To make it to the top, you need to start at the bottom. The work ethic of Metro Boomin is unmatched.
Over talent, all that is hard work. That's over everything.
Before he ever dropped out of college, he was outworking his competition 553 miles away.
I remember when I was in prison, I was reading the Fader magazine. I was reading about how Metro mom used to take him all the way to Atlanta.
Yeah, man, it's a blessing. It's crazy just, how the whole shit and everything just to move and evolve.
Each week, his mom would spend 17 hours driving him from St. Louis to Atlanta and back so he could do sessions with up-and-coming rappers like OJ the Juice Man.
Were you particularly impressed by his talent and his work ethic at that time?
Work ethic, talent, and his beats were going to fuck crazy.
This level of dedication and commitment in his early days set him up for the future. And this is where Metro learned the difference between a beat maker and a producer.
A beat maker is somebody who strictly makes beats. A producer is somebody who sees the song out from the beginning to the end to make sure it's the best thing that it could be.
And this is where Metro started piecing together his iconic sound. By including these core elements in your production, you can create those iconic Metro Boomin sonics in your beats. To do this though, we need to embrace the future and the past.
Convinced it doesn't sound like anything.
By using new production tools at the time like Gross Beat and Nexus, Metro was able to capture a fresh new sound, and he's still doing this today. So oh boy, let's get into it. BBL Drizzy. By using new technology like AI, the famous Distrumental was created and it went viral. Now AI has gotten a bad rap, and rightfully so. The company used to make the BBL Drizzy original sample that Metro used, they're actually being sued right now for stealing music. So today we're gonna use Spawn. I'll leave a link in the comments with a discount because Spawn actually pairs high quality sounds with ethically AI generated MIDI, which basically means the producers who submitted their music to the AI model, they get fairly compensated for submitting their work. So you don't have to worry about getting sued, and it's 100% royalty free. And it works very similar to finding a sample off of apps like Splice. We're going for that 2015 foundational Metro Boomin sound, so to get this, we need dark bells. So we're gonna add the dark and the bells tag and see what we get. The great thing about this is because it's a plugin, we can actually edit the idea by pitching it up, and it's gonna make it sound even more darker. In songs like Runnin', Metro uses a really dark, gritty piano sound to make his beats even scarier. So this time we're going to use Spawn, except we're going to use it in instrument mode, and I'm just going to grab a piano preset, and I'm going to add distortion and halftime to make it even more gritty. Songs like Creepin' let you know that Metro is the best at finding those dark synth-based sounds. So to emulate this, we will use the Dark Knight bass preset. And we'll add another common sound used in a ton of Metro's production, which is strings. On songs like Niagara Falls, which by the way, I actually did the strings on Niagara Falls and received my first Grammy nomination because of that song. So big thank you to Metro Boomin and Alan Ritter for using that sample. But on songs like Niagara Falls, the strings actually bring a very cinematic element to the beat. So we're gonna grab this scary string preset and we'll add it to the sample, and all together you get this. Now to move forward, we need to go backwards. Vintage drum machines have become a big part of Metro Boomin's new workflow. And these machines have helped him achieve a sound similar to one of his biggest influences. You can still hear the influence of 3-6 Mafia in his drums today. And a lot of people don't know this, but in FL Studio, the same audio workstation that Metro uses, you can access iconic sounds from the 808, the 909, and many other drum machines by using the FPC. This plugin is modeled after the Akai MPC that Metro uses, and it comes with these pre-made patterns that sound like they've been played in live. And by editing them even farther, we can get a bounce reminiscent to songs like Young Metro with that open hi-hat. To add more analog grit, we're going to run the FPC through a tape emulator, and here's the final beat. Metro's beats aren't super complex, but I think the genius in his production is that instead of making beats for other producers, he makes beats for rappers. And by giving them space, he allows the artist to shine, come up with these unique flows, and create these #1 hits. But there's more to becoming a super producer than just beats. To get to the next level in his music career, Metro had to answer a question that every single music producer will face. The question we all need to answer is, what are we willing to sacrifice for our dreams? For Metro, this is what led him to dropping out of college.
Like, I would always complain about how I ain't like school and all this and that. He would just be like, man, if you don't like it that much, then, you know, stop going. It made me realize I want to put all my time on that instead of trying to split with the two and slack at both of them. I started just full time with the music.
The second phase in the Boomin pyramid is his network. In Atlanta, Metro moved into a house with Sunny Digital, and they began working with the next wave of up-and-coming rappers. These years were fundamental to his growth as a producer.
That fluent in Pro Tools at all, I was living with Sunny, and so that's when I started picking up the game.
And in 2013, Metro did something that other producers were not doing at the time. It was this decision almost a decade ago that helped him become the super producer that he is today. And it led to this iconic moment in Kanye West's career in front of thousands of screaming fans, where he showed us the true power of Metro Boomin. What turned Metro Boomin from a producer to a super producer was his brand. Until this moment, Kanye West had never put out a song with another producer's tag on it. But since he started using it in 2013, Metro Boomin's tag had built up so much value in rap and rap culture that even Kanye West knew he needed to include it at the beginning of Father Stretch My Hands. Because when you hear, you know it is about to be a hit. I was actually at MSG the first time that Kanye West played this song down on the floor, and it was this crazy moment because up until this point nobody had heard the song, but as soon as they started to hear the Metro tag, it's like 20,000 people just jumped off of their seats, and at that exact moment it finished and the beat dropped, they came down, and it was like an earthquake. The whole place shook. And for me, that was one of these crazy moments where I truly understood the impact that Metro Boomin had not only on rap but culture in general. It was just crazy. By releasing his own albums, utilizing his network, and showing us his work ethic, Metro has made himself bigger than just the music he creates. And this is how Metro Boomin went from a college dropout to becoming a super producer. I go by my best friend Jacob. First and foremost, I am a music producer, and second off, I own and operate Software Audio. We just released that plugin that you saw in this video called Spawn. Check it out in the comment section below. And while you're down there, let me know what you thought about this video. This is something new for us. If you want to see more, please let us know in the comment section below, and make sure you subscribe so you can see the next one.